This is Luke chapter 21, verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who rule way to touch this truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to Yakim, that's part of the bahasham, the house of David. To you few sincere sisters out there that watch, also shalom to you. This is going to be real quick. Just expound on a spiritual dream I had once upon a time ago. Probably a little bit when I first came into the faith. I'm just bringing this out basically, to let brothers know, family problem wise or whatever the case may be, don't worry about it, because if you're a part of the elect, when you get into the kingdom, you're gonna have a rank or respect. And a lot of your family members, I'm talking about on your father's side, they're your kids anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go into, before I get it started, I'm gonna go into Luke 21:16 in the NLT. Even those closest to you, your parents, brothers, relatives, and friends will betray you. They will even kill some of you, and everyone will hate you because you are my followers. That's right. And I remember when I first came into the faith, it was, when you come up from a Christian, so like it's raining out here. When you come up from a Christian background or a Christian family, and then you change completely, which the truth changes you. Okay, the scriptures talk about through the transforming through the renewing of your mind. All right, so this truth is supposed to change you. It's supposed to bring you back to who you are. All right, because truth is, we were Gentiles. We were Gentiles. All right, how? I mean, shit. What were we calling ourselves before we came into the truth? Americans. I'm African American, which doesn't make sense. Okay, so a lot of my family members, when I first came into the faith, man, they were coming at me hard. Like, I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? Man, and the truth brings out, like Hebrews, the 4th chapter says, it brings out the hearts and intents of men. So it wasn't too far-fetched how they thought about me after, when I came into the faith. All right, and what they looked at me as came out from whence I was a child on up to now. And even still to this day, I got like one family member that I actually talk to, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And through the spirit, I keep it distance with him, because at the end of the day, if you're not in the faith, like Yahawashi said, it was my mother, brother, father, sister, except those that do the will of the Father. So I keep it at a distance with them, whatever the case may be. Because all these, man, if you ain't in the faith, all these niggas are shiesty, man. And, it takes Yahawah, it takes the actual truth, all right, to turn you into a real brother, because that's what the scriptures teach you. This is Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahawah. Okay? And this dream that I had, I have a cousin, so to speak, and he's one of the ones that they all look up to. They all, oh man, he the heart of the family type dude, and he's one of the main dudes through the spirit that, would call and ask dumb questions, and then, ask about just the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on my father's side, you brothers know Austin Smith or Yahawashi that did that dumb shit. Well, he's my dad's sister's son. But he's not of my lineage, but that's my dad's sister's son. So worldly wise, he would be considered my cousin. But he would call me, ask about him, and I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck is up with him or why he did what he did, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's why the scriptures talk about having the ministry be not blamed, because specific things you do, you don't want the ministry blamed for. That's why you gotta walk circumspectly, and that's why you gotta let not the sun go down on your wrath. But anyway, they would call me, ask me stupid shit, and we would go back and forth a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a couple times this nigga was drunk, whatnot, but yeah. So this same particular family member, so like if I being too long-winded, this same particular family member, right? Basically, I had a dream about, right? And so the dream, it was real brief, it wasn't long, but I knew exactly what it meant. You know what I'm saying? I knew exactly what it meant. But so this particular dream, I was walking, I couldn't see myself, but everything was vibrant for sure. All right, everything was vibrant, and the floors that I was walking on were pure. They were pure gold. All right, and how do I know that they were pure gold? Because it almost seemed like you could see yourself in it. You know what I'm saying? Like as you're walking, you can see it's like it looks like a mirror. You know what I mean? And I don't know. All I can say is it looked like a big ass palace, because there was more than just. There was a lot of people walking in it to and fro. But when I was walking, I seen this dude, and as I was walking, it felt like I had status. It felt like I had, a name. Like how it says with Yahawashi, a name that no man knew. And when you go into that word name, it means like rank. So, and I'm not saying I'm anybody. Don't get it twisted. I'm just expanding on this dream because, through the spirit, just to let you brothers know that, if you're going through it with your family members and all that, they're gonna have no point but to respect it in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? So as I'm walking, I see this dude, and he's walking with what seems to be his wife. If I'm not mistaken, she was covered up, fully covered up. And he looked at me, but his look wasn't like, oh, that nigga, It wasn't like, oh, this motherfucker right here, man. This what he. Nah, it was a silent look, like like of kind of like a fear or like it looked more like a fear. All right, I'm gonna say that it looked more like a fear look. Like, oh shit, like he walking through here. And when I tell you through the spirit, I felt it. I felt it in the vision. Like it was mad different. It was, like I said, I was walking on. It was like a high, but everything looked so vibrant. You know what I mean? It looked like the gold on the floor, and it was gold all over. Like, I mean, like the floor was gold. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? And the way, like I said, he looked at me was like a look of fear. You know, respect, but fear. Like, oh shit, he walking through here. Oh snap. Because he turned his whole head while he was walking. He was walking like straight. I was walking the opposite way of him straight, if you get what I'm like like if it was like we were crossing paths. That's the best way to put it. You know, we were crossing paths, and just his look was like, oh shoot. You know, and it just had me thinking through the spirit, because like I said, I went through it with these particular family members, especially this one. He's through my straight lineage, through my, you know, my father's brother's lineage, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And he's known for being the big hot shot of the family. You know what I'm saying? But the so-called successful. But yeah, man. You know, Akim, man, you brothers are gonna have status in the kingdom. Why is this nigga behind me like this? Get the fuck off my ass, bro. Shit. See that bright light? But yeah, bros, you know what I'm saying? Your family members, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have status in the kingdom. Okay? You're gonna have real deal status in the kingdom. This motherfucker's really on me like this. It's crazy. Man, I let this motherfucker get on to the side, bro. Yeah, bro, watch out. Damn. But you're gonna have real deal status in the kingdom. Okay? And Yahawashi said the same things that the Father gave him that he was going to give us. Okay, and that's Revelations, the 2nd chapter, and the 25th verse on down. As I received of my Father. So family members and things of that nature, bro, like, why is it so hot? It's like it, brother. It's like real humid. Yeah, you know, just keep the faith and endure to the end, because even the scriptures say, in every land where you are put to shame, all right, the Lord will give you fame. You know, that's going to be on the other side. A lot of these people out here, like it says, Daniel's the 12th chapter. Some shall awake to everlasting shame, and some, you know, everlasting glory. So a lot of these people, a lot of these family members that we got that try to put you to shame on this side, guess what they're going to wake up as? They're going to wake up shameful, okay? When they get on the other side, you know, when they down this side and they're going back through your loins, all right, as one of the elect men, they're going to be the ones that are shameful. They're going to be the ones that are going to, oh, shoot, that whole time he was of the elect. It's going to start on this side. Once they see the Lord's man with spiritual power getting taken care of, all right, getting, you know, through the Spirit, you know, the Lord just exalting his man. Then shall it be known who are my chosen, for they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. All right? So, you know, through the Spirit, man, I thought I'd share that. Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect, you know, through the Spirit and power behind Bahasham. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone, who will wear the Titus' truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to you, Akim, that's part of the Bayashal Dawadada House of David. To you few sincere sisters out there that also watch, Shalom to you. Like I said, it's just a little testimony I wanted to bring out to the spirit. I mean, I got a whole dream journal, man. I remember every spiritual vision the Lord gave me pretty much. You know, some dug down deep, but the Lord always, certain scenarios will pop up and the Lord will bring them out. I have them come out. But like I said, Lord willing, is edifying. Until next time, Shalom.